So, welcome to another episode of Soundtrack of Our Lives. I'm here with Paul McLaughlin, who is the producer at what was Free Radio, but is
Hits.
By the time this has gone out, will be Hits Radio.
Hits Radio, changing it over to Hits with a brand name. So every little radio station was more local. Ours was Free, which covered the West Midlands, and then you've got like Signal, which covers like Stoke and Staffordshire. But they're all big to make it easier for branding. Making it all into Hits Radio.
Amalgamated it into one brand. And you produce the
breakfast show with JD Roisin. Talk on it a bit as well now myself. I'm not really a producer anymore. I'm not what you'd call a technical producer because I'm not very technically minded. But I can come up with something quite humorous quite quickly. But that doesn't, doesn't make you a producer. So I do more of the features on the show now, and I'm just part of the lineup.
You're part of the lineup.
So I'm that good a producer that we've got two other producers. So that kind of tells you my level of production.
That's
skills.
Where you're at in the producing world.
We're going to need two more because he's pretty crap. So that's how it works.
And you do also other things like I've seen you sort of hosting or speaking at events. So you have sort of boxing events.
I do commentary for boxing events across the West Midlands, which I love. I've done a few football matches as well, but that's a lot harder because I don't know if you're aware, there's more people on a football pitch.
There's a couple more involved, isn't there?
It's all right when there's just two of them, you just got to remember the names. I did Birmingham City football reserves once, and I nearly had a heart attack. I was just on there, and if you ever seen, it was not a reserves game, it was a pre-season friendly. And with pre-season friendlies, they're just trying out all the different players. So they haven't got the names on the back. They're bringing 18 on at the same time, and there's me going, and this is, I don't even know who he is anyway, going off. One would go off round the other side. I didn't even know he'd gone off, so that was mayhem. So boxing, you've got two people, you know all about them, perfect. So I love that. I love doing that. Really
Much easier to commentate on. And a lot more dramatic, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just great.
And probably and shorter as well. It's a shorter event.
It's a shorter event, yeah. Can be shorter, can be longer, but it's good. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favourite things doing at the minute.
Cool. Well, I will, as always, I'll put the description, so I'll put a link to the radio show, a link to your socials, so if people want to talk to you about anything that you do, they can. And we will jump on and pick your first song of 5. I think this one you asked about what was your favourite first school song or something like that. And there was one about school disco. Now I've put on there. I remember putting this because I've forgotten what I'd written originally, and I said to you earlier that it just changes. It just changes from 1 minute to the next. I could go into one song and then forget about that and say this one should be in there, and then that one should be in there. It's because I just love music. Absolutely love it. So involved with it, and in your career.
That's what got me into it. What got me into radio was I loved music and I didn't know what I wanted to do, so my brother just wrote off to a radio station and said, "Can you come down and work?" And I didn't even know, and they sent me a letter, and I was like, "All right, cool." So I went and worked there a bit. But that's going off the track. But the first song I picked for the school disco was Pasadenas Tribute. I don't know if anyone remembers that. It was like 88 or 87. And it was, I remember going to school disco. Pasadenas was like a group of lads, soulful lads. I think a couple of them were brothers, but they just had these dance moves. So when you go to your school disco, you get the lads there that were trying to chat up the girls, and this. And I remember going there because it was around about the time of Jason Donovan as well. So I was double denimed up. I looked like a right dick.
That's always a bottom beam, isn't it?
I had suede shoes on, like brown desert shoes on. I did look brilliant. I don't know why I got no attention, but I wasn't interested in the girl scenario. I wanted Pasadenas to drop so I could do the moves, and boy could I do them. But there was no proof. There's no video footage, and I knew it down to a T. I was probably the best one that was ever been, doing it really. But again, no proof.
Can you do it now?
Well, to be honest, I've got a bit of a back injury, so I can't quite do the flips. But that was it. I remember Pasadenas when I used to come on. I used to love it. That and the 80s was just brilliant for music anyway. So it would just change every minute what I'd love. But that one sticks out to me as the song would be like, oh, they get the Pasadenas on. So
I remember the song I remember was I'm Doing Fine Now.
That was one of the first. There was Tribute was that, and then there was another one as well. Can't remember what it was.
But they had it was the old shoe-wopping.
Yeah, they were a bit doo-woppy. Tribute was, because I'll tell you what, I love a bit of trumpet in a song. Any trumpet or brass in a song, and that was all brass, and it was just dead funky, and it was really good, and it got everyone dancing apart from the guys that were getting off with each other.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, having a better time than I was.
Well, I'm not so sure. Maybe not.
So yeah, so that's my first.
Pasadenas. Okay.
What are we on to now? What are the songs? What was the second one? Let me think. Growing up, I remember, again, you've probably not, a lot of people might not know these songs, because I've got a bit of an eclectic taste. But I also, I find, like, my brother went to Germany as a, what do they call it, when you swapped students?
Foreign exchange students.
Foreign exchange students, yeah. So he went to Germany, Germany got my brother Mick, and we got Sven.
Yeah.
And Sven he was a strange man. I'm not sure if he's still with us. I presume he might be in prison.
Yeah.
Because he was very odd, but he came over. Sven Monkerdinkt, his surname was. Monkerdinkt, yeah, he was a lad, he was a proper lad. And when he came over, Mick went over to Germany, and Mick came back, and there was a German band called Propoganda, right?
Yeah.
And they're still going now. And again, you won't have heard them. They had a song called Jewel, and Mick brought it back on vinyl. And I used to just absolutely, and it wasn't Mick's sort of thing, he was into other stuff like poppy stuff, but he really liked the songs. So we were like, me and my other brother Charlie, who were like, we were like the music heads. We had like, you don't like that, you need to like this. We were quite pretentious when it came to music. And Mick would come back with this and we were like, that's all right, it's not a bad song. But we used to batter it and absolutely love it. So I loved that song. That was probably my second song. That's memories of growing up, and as I say, Sven coming over and bringing a toba around with him and giving me that. So that's what he gets.
So how old were you talking at this point?
That was about
early teens or?
Yeah, early teens that was, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the songs that I love are just literally, 80s, and like Tears for Fears are my favourite band.
Yeah. Absolutely
love them. And I tried to see them twice, and I forgot bad saying this, but in the first bit, I'm not going to laugh, but I've been dying to see them. Really want to see them. They don't tour much at all. They go to they live in America now, and I was all set to go. They were due to play in Birmingham, and I was all due to go and see them. I was hyped up, really excited to go and see them. I don't know what you're laughing at, because this is quite serious. And it is quite serious.
Okay.
And the lead singer's wife died.
Oh.
So
fair enough. Yeah. I feel bad now, but
but then that's quite, because at the time I was more concerned about the fact that I wasn't going to see them.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't worry about what he was going through. I was like,
how's that
out of order, isn't it? So anyway, and then they were due to come over again, and in fact they played a load of dates, and they were due to come to our area, and the lead singer broke his arm or something. Something happened to him. Did something with his wrist or his arm. So I was like, I'm not meant to see these guys. It's not meant
to happen, is it?
Yeah. So, but their second album, Songs from the Big Chair, with Everybody Wants to Rule the World on it, and Shout on it, and I don't know how long I could just talk about music for ages. But there's a song on there called The Working Hour, and it's quite a real long song, but I absolutely loved it, and so much so that. Again, are you running out of time yet?
No, already? No, just the lights suddenly changed. We love a bit of light changing.
Yeah, I was that into stuff, right? I like rap music, which you wouldn't think, but I like rap music, and I remember there's a group, how long were they? Probably in the 90s or late 90s, called Black Alicious, that no one would have ever heard of, and they do like, again, trumpet, love trumpets, and they do tunes with trumpets and whatever, and I always remember them. At the end of it, one of their songs, this is how really it's going to sound so sad, but at the end of one of their songs, I heard this music, and I was like, and it was like really slight bit of music that they'd sampled, obviously.
Yeah.
So much so that you wouldn't be able to recognise it really, but I knew it was off The Working Hour by Tears for Fears, and I was thinking, I wonder if the band management of Tears for Fears know that they've nicked that song, because I just wanted him in with the Tears for Fears group.
Any way of getting
so I tried to find. I don't know if you know this. Yeah, we do. Well, they've done it. So just watch it. Be careful. I'll come and watch stuff if you want, and I'll keep an eye out for any other things that are wrong. So yeah, that's a bit sad, but yeah, that one. Other songs as well. Going to the rap side of things. House of Pain, Jump Around. Growing up. First pub sort of.
That's such a tune.
People just love that, and I just again again, it's like you've got lads and girls chatting each other up, but there's me quoting the lyrics of that song word for word, absolutely nailing it, doing all the words. And then I had I did a charity boxing match a few years back, and my brother Charlie said to me, because whenever I hear House of Pain jump around, he goes, I just think of you. So I had that as my walk-on music.
Yeah.
And I lost, so go into that.
It wasn't a lucky blessing then.
No, it wasn't.
So hang on, you had your walk-on music and you lost, so you had a boxing match?
Yeah, a charity boxing match. We got a charity called Cash for Kids across the whole network, so we all have to do different challenges. Because I love a bit of boxing, they said to me, why don't you do like a white collar boxing?
Yeah.
And so yeah, I went and got to do that, and I had to do like 6 weeks of training, and then they sort of pair you up with another person that's joined the same thing. And I fought against a guy called John O'Meara, who is a builder, and probably about twice my height. So the face-offs were quite like this, and we were both. He's a lovely, really, honestly, he's a really lovely bloke. Really, the Irish with jizz. The Irish one like this. He's looking down at me. Paul, what are we doing getting into this fight? He was just like, he was a 50 a day smoker, and I was thinking, well, if I just stay fit, maybe I'll. But the referee stopped in the second round. Yeah, and he said to me afterwards, I didn't. This is going to sound like I'm a dick as well. He didn't knock me down. Yeah. I think I just ran out of everything. I just sort of.
You were just done.
My trainer, Mark Dwyer, runs Red Corner Gym in Coventry. Yeah. Mark, if you're watching this, your tips were crap. Because the first thing he said to me was, when the first bell goes, run out, do 2 jabs, and then throw a right. So you've got the whole atmosphere of yourself there. And it kind of dawns on you when you go. I don't know what these guys go through. It's honestly. The kind of pressure sort of hits you when you go out there. So I was like, right, double jab, right cross. First bell goes, double jab, right cross. And that was me. I was thinking, I don't think I've got any more energy. I should have kept them for maybe later.
Could have saved them, spent a second round maybe or something.
One at a time. Jab here, one over there, maybe throw a right cross way if I can still breathe. Yeah. But yeah, they stopped that. But yeah, House of Pain, was my favourite song from that, and my family get reminded of it, me of it, sorry. Yeah. And what else? Do you need any more?
So yeah, so that's your third choice. So two more songs.
I used to always listen to music outside. My brother Charlie, going on about him, he got the first CD player that we, in the house, and he'd saved his work money and whatever, and I used to sit outside his bedroom and listen to his tunes. Then when he'd go into his room, go for all his tunes. But he was a massive fan of Kate Bush. Yeah. And so therefore I became a huge fan of Kate Bush. Just think she's brilliant, really good. And there's a song that she does, and I don't want to say it's a favourite song, but it is the only song, and I mean this, only song that makes me cry. And it's called This Woman's Work, and if you listen to it, it's just, honestly, even talking about it now, it makes you well up. Yeah. Have a listen to it, it's called This Woman's Work, and it's just a beautiful song, but I can almost so that I can't even listen to it, because it gets there's no sort of like, I've not got any emotional attachment to it or anything. There's nothing's happened to me that dictates that song, that reminds me of it. But whenever I hear it, I just think it's a rarity that you get a song where you just go, bloody hell.
Just hits you no matter what.
Literally just go, blimey, yeah. So there's that, and then, God. What else do I really love? Prefab Sprout, anything by them. Yeah. They don't tour at all, and I got because I work in the radio industry, I was lucky enough to meet the lead singer when I first started out in radio. And they rarely tour, they rarely do interviews, but there was a guy called Steve Taylor who was doing an indie show where I first started off at Kicks 96, and he was interviewing the lead singer of Prefab Sprout, Paddy McAloon, and I don't know what I did there at that point. I think I was just like typing out travel reports or sorting out prizes, just something shite really, nothing major at all. And Steve, who was a great bloke, knew that I loved Prefab Sprout. Yeah. So I'm just sat there typing up on this full-on big computer, because it's years ago.
Big CRT screen.
Yeah, exactly. Tap on the shoulder, turn around, it's Paddy McLaughlin from Prefab Sprout, and I was just like, and he was just the loveliest man. And he had his, again, I now know, his promotion guy was called Bob, he worked at Sony, and I just turned around and I was just literally, I was asking him about the band. What do you remember when you did this? And he's like, you know, he's a Geordie bloke. He goes, you know more than Bob knows about us. And I was like overwhelmed. He signed a CD for me, saying to Paul, my mate from Pasadenas. I was just like, that's just amazing.
Made up completely.
Yeah, made up. So, but yeah, I mean, as obviously I hate like nowadays because I have to listen to music every single. I listen to Talk Sport on the radio now because I love sport, and I get sick of music. But every now and again, I'll get songs that just I like, and then the good thing about stuff like YouTube is if you find a song, like a new song you like, and you look to the side, they have like songs that are like this song. So I've gone down wormholes of finding one band, and going down here, a band called Empire of the Sun, who had a few songs like years ago, and then you go down these bits.
I can't remember what that, or if it. The track from is called Empire of the Sun. I don't know, but there's one of their songs. It's
they've got a couple. They've got Walking on a Dream, which is great, and then they've got what's the other one? Oh my god, it's better. I used to absolutely batter it, and I can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah, Walking on the Sun is the one I was thinking of from a really funny film that I watched a few years ago.
Yeah, what is this one called? I can't remember what it's called, but it's an absolute belter.
Yeah.
And I get a bit pretentious, like I say, about music, and I also feel like I've written the songs. So I love nothing more, because we're working in the radio, I used to get loads of free CDs. Well, I say free, we're supposed to keep them, but I stole them. This isn't going out to anyone.
Borrowed them.
I used to come home with like 10, 20 CDs a week. But like, because my mate, I'd honestly get real pleasure of going to see my mates going, check this band out, here's that CD, check that, and if they liked it, or if they didn't like it, I'd be a bit annoyed, even though I didn't even make it.
It wasn't your band or anything.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with it. But if they did like it, I'd be like, told you.
Yeah, told you that was good. Yeah.
So, I wrote that. I didn't. But, So there's that many.
And then you mentioned a couple of times your brothers obviously had a lot of influence on your music.
Charlie, my eldest brother Charlie.
Yeah.
Mick, not much at all. He liked Mel and Kim and stuff like that.
No.
But he likes his music now. But he likes stuff that I wasn't. Although George Michael, he was a big fan of his, and I love Faith. First album, second album was first. That's a great album. So
yeah.
Some you get it from elements. If you hear a little, I hear a bit of a song. And I'll get a little bit of it, and I'll just get hooked on that certain bit. You know, when you sat in the car and you'll be like, you're with your girlfriend or friend, and you're like, and this, it's not that. It's coming up.
Hang on.
Hang on. It's the second verse. Wait. Coming up, just wait. There it is, and they're like, what are you on about? That's, you know what I mean? So yeah. So Charlie was a big influence. He loves all the same music I do, apart from the rap side of things. He's not interested in that.
Yeah.
And then now my daughter's kind of following my sort of side of music, which is good as well, which is a good thing to pass on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So my older daughter of the two is much more into music, and she's got a playlist called Dad's Playlist.
Yeah.
And it's got all the sort of music on. That's really cool. It's got some Jamiroquai on.
And I think that's better than them doing well at university.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or getting a great job.
I couldn't be more proud.
Honestly, doing anything personal to them, no. But if you get me involved,
I'm loving it.
Honestly, dude, that's my girl.
That's it.
So yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for coming in and doing the show on literally 30 seconds notice.
No worries. I could do about 12 hours if you wanted.
We could do a whole show, couldn't we?
Yeah.
All right.
Good to be here.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.